What is up, traders? Hope everybody's doing well. This lecture is going to be for complete beginners. I'm going to go over how to use a chart. The chart I'm on right now is from Top Step. It's basically the same thing taken from TradingView. You can see that right here, chart by TradingView, right here at the bottom. So it's the same thing if you're using a TradingView chart. I can't speak for any other prop firm charts or their like trading platforms, but generally it's all the same. So if obviously you're an experienced trader or or you've been trading for a while, this is not for you. This is for complete beginners, what a chart is and how to operate it, right? So starting off, this is the chart. Looking to the right, you'll find the prices of the candles. So if we go to down here, the price of the present candle, for example, it will plot right there on the right of the chart. So yeah, that's that. In terms of the lower portion, that's the dates, right? And then your cursor is this on the screen, right? You move it and it just plots the date and time and all that on the lower portion of the screen. In terms of the left, or let's go to the upper side. The upper side right here, right? This is where you have the time frame. So if you want to be on the 1 minute, whatever, 2 minute, 5 minute, hour, whatever, you can toggle. So right here, right now, I'm on the hourly chart. So if I want to toggle to the 4-hour chart, I'll just press on it, and then you can see here that it plots the 4-hour chart. If I want to go to the 1 minute chart, I'll press it and it plots to the 1 minute chart, right? And then I can obviously see these stars. I can favorite them. So where, let's say I want to keep on the 1 minute and then the 3 minute, the 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, and weekly. You can see how they all be plotted. And now I just can tap on each without having to go on, here and then toggle, right? If you go to the right a little bit, this is the candlesticks region. So this you really don't want to play with. It's just leave it as default as candles. But you have, if I want a line, I can put a line. It's just a shape of the candle, right? Bars. But obviously we just keep it as candles. There's no really need to play with that. If you go to the right a little bit, that's the indicators. As ICT traders and as I teach, we're not going to use indicators basically at all. If anything, for some reason, you want to use an indicator, you're not going to use anything other than a volume balance. So we don't use any indicators at all. So this, like our indicators is the candlesticks. That's it. But this is where you find indicators, and then obviously you can favorite some to where you don't have to look for any for like a specific indicator. Same thing. If we go to the right a little bit, this is where you can save an indicator template. Also, we're not going to be using this. The preferences is where you get your on this. Now this is a feature on Top Step. It's different from TradingView. Like the way you can find your executions and all that on TradingView, it's a bit different. But in terms of Top Step, it's from here. You can see your executions, the plot charts. You can see the order settings in terms of show the confirmations. So if you want to see the order on your screen, and all that type of stuff. If we go to the right a little bit, we have these arrows right here. This just toggles back. So if let's do this, and if I want to toggle back, what I did, I just forward and back to kind of make it easy to operate. If you go to the right a little bit, this is where you can have a split screen, double screen, triple screen, whatever, and then you can change each screen as you like. We obviously, I like to keep it at 2, have one for NQ and then one for ES, which is NASDAQ, and then one for the S&P, and keep them on charts at all times, right? And then if you go to the default, you can save a layout like you want. I really never bother using this, but that's that. And then if you go to the right a little bit, this is if you want to search a specific tool or function, the settings for the chart, and then to the right of the settings tool is if you want to go on full screen on this specific device that I'm using. And then to the right of that is where you can download an image, copy a link, open a new tab, and then tweet. So that's that. If you go to the bottom right, this is where you can use this on TopStep specifically if you want to show the other screen that you have. And then if you want to hide it, you can just tap and then it's gone. These auto and log, you don't really want to play with them too much. This change the kind of prices on the right and left. If you want to go for percentages, you can go for percentages, but leave it at the numbers. I like to use it at numbers. Everybody likes to keep it as that, but if you want to use the percentages, feel free to do so. I just don't recommend it. ETH, and regular trading hours. These are things that I'm gonna in future lectures talk about those, but it's basically just one shows you extended trading hours, which is always toggled on, and then the other shows regular trading hours, which only shows price during New York Stock Exchange open. So when New York is closed, it doesn't plot that chart. I'm going to go over that later in the lectures, but just keep in mind that that's that. ETH is extended trading hours. Regular trading hours is the chart, but without anything other than the New York Stock Exchange being opened. That's regular trading hours, but we leave it at ETH for the most part. To the left is the time. Obviously, you can change it, but leave it always New York local time, which is UTC -5. And then if we go to the left, or actually this that I'm playing with right now, this is, if you go to the left, you see this star. If you press that, you'll keep this on chart. And what this is basically same as the time. If I want to favorite some tools, for example here, I want to favorite this trend line, I'll just favorite and I'll tap. If I want to favorite the ray, you can see how it's added, right? So it's the same thing, right? And then if we go to the left, these are just times, not important. And then if you go to the left, obviously this whole portion right here, these are all tools that you can use. You're not going to be using all of them. The majority that we're going to be using are the ones that I have saved or favorited here. Those are the ones that we're going to be using. What they are specifically, don't bother right now. I'm going to be going over that obviously in later lectures, but for now, this is just how to operate the TradingView chart. And as I said, this is the TopStep specific chart, but it's like 90% the same on TradingView, right? They're very similar. I mean, this chart is literally taken from TradingView. You can see that right here, right? Chart by TradingView. So that's basically it. Again, if you're just completely new, this is for you. Just how to operate, how to get things sorted. If you have any questions, if I missed anything, if you see something that you have difficulty figuring out, ask me. This should be fairly simple, fairly easy, not complicated. And if you're new, don't worry, you'll get the hang of it very quickly, right? So that's gonna be it. Hope you guys found this insightful. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them. And until next time, stay safe and happy trading.